Many misconceptions about cars do more harm than good. Not only do they drain your wallet unnecessarily, but they can also damage your vehicle, compromise safety, and leave you stranded. Surprisingly, these myths continue to fool countless drivers every day. Let's uncover 20 widespread automotive fallacies that people stubbornly believe, but shouldn't. Myth 20. Inflate your tires to the pressure printed on the sidewall. That number stamped on your tire side might seem like a direct instruction, but it's actually a maximum limit, not the recommended setting. Pumping your tires up to that pressure sounds logical at first, after all. It's right there, visible, but doing so can have serious consequences. Overinflation decreases the tire's contact patch with the road, reducing grip and causing longer stopping distances. This effect worsens on wet or slick surfaces, potentially turning a simple brake into a dangerous skid. Moreover, inflated tires wear unevenly, especially along the center tread, shortening their lifespan. Hitting potholes or road debris with too much pressure raises the chance of a blowout, risking your safety. Instead, you should rely on the pressure figures found on the sticker inside the driver's door frame or consult your vehicle's manual. These values are specifically calibrated considering the car's weight distribution, suspension, and performance characteristics. So don't treat the sidewall pressure as gospel. It's merely a safety ceiling, not a suggested target. Myth 19. All-wheel drive means better braking in snow. Many drivers assume that an AWD system helps stop the car faster on icy roads, but that's a dangerous misconception. While all-wheel drive improves traction during acceleration by delivering power to all wheels, doesn't enhance braking performance at all. The ability to stop efficiently depends almost entirely on your tires, not your drivetrain or fancy badges. If you're using standard all-season tires on slippery surfaces, AWD offers no stopping advantage over front-wheel drive cars. In fact, AWD vehicles are usually heavier, which can increase the distance needed to come to a halt. On the other hand, winter tires designed for snow and ice remain softer at low temperatures and have tread patterns optimized to bite into slippery surfaces, dramatically shortening braking distances. So, while AWD will help you get moving, it won't assist you when you need to stop. When icy conditions strike, prioritize proper winter tires over drivetrain features. Myth 18. You must change your oil every 3,000 miles. This is an old mechanic's tale, widely circulated and plastered on quick lube shop windows, but it no longer holds true. Back in the day, when engines ran on basic petroleum-based oil and crude filters, frequent changes made sense to maintain performance. However, technology has advanced leaps and bounds. Today's synthetic oils and modern engine designs can often handle between 7,500 to 10,000 miles between oil changes. Car manufacturers seldom recommend intervals shorter than 5,000 miles unless you're regularly towing heavy loads, racing, or stuck in stop-and-go traffic. Changing oil too frequently isn't just a waste of money. It raises the chance of errors like using the wrong oil type or damaging the filter during replacement. Plus, it contributes to excess used oil waste, which is harmful to the environment. So, unless you're driving a vintage model, toss aside the 3,000-mile rule and rely on your vehicle's manual or built-in oil life monitoring system. Your engine will be just fine. Your bank balance. 2. Myth 17. Automatic transmission fluid is sealed for life and never needs changing. Some automakers promote sealed-for-life transmissions, suggesting you'll never need to replace the fluid. This sounds perfect, but it's misleading marketing. Typically, lifetime refers only to the duration of your warranty, roughly 100,000 miles, not forever. Transmission fluid degrades over time because heat, friction, and tiny clutch debris contaminate it. Ignoring periodic fluid changes can result in sludge buildup inside valve bodies, clutch wear, and eventually costly transmission failures. If you intend to keep your car past the warranty period, minus 150,000 miles or more, replacing the automatic transmission fluid around every 80,000 to 100,000 miles is a smart, inexpensive precaution. Spending a few $100s now can save you thousands down the road on repairs or rebuilds. Myth 16. Manual transmissions always get better gas mileage than automatics. Then, automatics. This was valid decades ago when automatic gearboxes were bulky, inefficient, and limited to just a few gears. Nowadays, advanced automatic transmissions, including 8-speed units, continuously variable transmissions (CVTs), and dual-clutch systems often outperform manuals in fuel efficiency. For example, the 2022 Subaru Crosstrek with a manual transmission delivers about 25 mpg combined, while its CVT counterpart manages 30 mpg. It's a significant 20% improvement just by letting the computer shift. Other popular models, like the Honda Civic and Hyundai Elantra, show similar trends, with automatics leading in economy. Modern automatics feature lock-up torque converters, multiple gears for efficient cruising, and sophisticated programming to keep engine RPM low. Manual drivers, on the other hand, often rev too high or hold gears unnecessarily, which wastes fuel. While manuals remain enjoyable to drive and less costly up front, buying one solely for better mileage is an outdated idea. Myth 15. It's okay to wash your car. Using dish soap or laundry detergent, many people reach for the dishwashing liquid or laundry soap in their kitchen because it's cheap, sudsy, and easy to grab. However, these household cleaners are not formulated for vehicles and can cause long-term harm. Dish soaps are designed to cut through stubborn grease and baked-on grime, which means they aggressively strip away wax and protective coatings from your car's paint. Regular use leads to faded finishes, dried-out clear coats, and accelerated damage from UV rays. The result? Dull paint, oxidized surfaces, and brittle rubber seals that make your vehicle look older and worn faster than necessary. Proper automotive soaps are carefully balanced to clean effectively without stripping protective layers, preserving wax and shine while rinsing off residue cleanly. So, save the dish detergent for the kitchen and invest in a dedicated car wash soap. Your paint job will thank you. Myth 14. Always warm up your car by letting it idle in cold weather when temperatures drop. It's tempting to start the engine and let it run for several minutes before driving, just like previous generations advised. But for modern vehicles equipped with fuel injection and computerized engine controls, this habit is mostly a waste of fuel and time. Cars built after the 1980s are engineered to be driven almost immediately after ignition. Idling for too long actually prolongs the warm-up period, leaving your engine in a cold, fuel-rich state that causes increased wear and generates more pollution. It can also trap moisture in the exhaust system, leading to corrosion over time. A gentle drive warms up the engine, transmission, and even the cabin heater faster and more efficiently. Unless conditions are severely frigid, more than 30 to 60 seconds of idling can do more harm than good. So, start the car. Let the oil circulate briefly, then begin driving carefully. Myth 13. Premium gasoline always improves performance. Premium fuel sounds fancy. So many motorists assume it provides extra power, better mileage, or cleaner engine operation. However, unless your engine is specifically designed to require high-octane gasoline, premium won't make a difference. Higher-octane fuel simply resists knocking better in high-compression engines. Research by independent testers has demonstrated that cars built for regular unleaded don't gain horsepower, fuel efficiency, or lower emissions by using premium. Some high-octane blends even burn more slowly, which can make cold starts a little rougher on engines not tuned for them. On top of that, premium typically costs 15 to 20% more at the pump. That's hundreds of dollars wasted annually, if your vehicle doesn't need it. So, check your owner's manual and if premium isn't required. Save money by sticking with regular .myth 12. Adding fuel additives regularly keeps your engine cleaner though shiny. Bottles promising injector, cleaning, octane boosting, or fuel system treatment often catch drivers' eyes at gas stations and auto shops. But here's the truth. Since the mid-1990s, gasoline has been required by law to contain detergents that keep fuel systems clean. Premium brands go even further, packing in extra cleaning agents. If your engine runs smoothly and isn't misfiring, pouring additives into the tank is mostly a needless expense. Overuse can even cause problems like stripping away lubricants, fouling sensors, or damaging fuel components. Octane boosters typically increase ratings by insignificant amounts. So they're not the performance enhancers you might hope for. Instead of relying on chemical vitamins, focus on using good quality fuel and maintaining your engine per schedule. Myth 11. You must replace all 4 tires simultaneously. My idea that all tires must be changed at once sounds reasonable because cars have 4 wheels. However, whether you need a full set depends on your vehicle's drivetrain type. For front or rear-wheel drive cars, replacing 1 or 2 tires at a time is often fine if the remaining tires still have decent tread depth. In these cases, new tires should be installed on the rear axle to maintain stability and prevent oversteer. When tires are badly worn, however, replacing all 4 becomes the safer choice for all-wheel drive vehicles. Even slight differences in tread depth can cause strain on the drivetrain and lead to costly repairs. Therefore, many WD specialists recommend changing all 4 tires together or shaving a new tire to match the person. Others' tread depth. Always let the vehicle specifications and tread condition guide your decisions rather than blindly following a one-size-fits-all rule. Myth 10. Driving a dirty car improves fuel economy. This myth compares a grimy car to a golf ball where dimples improve aerodynamics. However, the opposite is true. Dirt, mud, and grime cause uneven surfaces that increase aerodynamic drag, forcing the engine to work harder and burn more fuel. Tests by Mythbusters revealed that a clean vehicle achieved roughly 26 miles per gallon, while the dirty one dropped to 24 mpg, a noticeable loss in efficiency. Clean, waxed paint reduces air resistance and helps the car glide smoothly through the air. So, if you want to save on fuel, skip the science experiment and keep your car spotless. Myth 9. Every SUV is designed for off-roading. The rugged look of SUVs, large tires, aggressive styling, and advertisements showing them conquering rivers and rocky trails makes it easy to believe all SUVs are trail-ready beasts. However, most modern SUVs are built primarily for urban and suburban driving. Early SUVs like the Jeep Willys featured body-on-frame construction, solid axles, and true four-wheel drive systems designed for tough terrain. Today's popular models mostly use unibody construction, front-wheel drive, and suspension tuned for comfort rather than clearance. Some don't even clear 7 inches of ground, and many come standard with street tires instead of all-terrain rubber. Even large body and frame SUVs often lack off-road features like locking differentials or skid plates. Before you assume your SUV can handle rough terrain, check its specifications. Rugged aesthetics don't guarantee serious off-roading capability. Myth 8. Rotate your tires every time you change your oil. This idea traces back to when oil changes were frequent, around every 3,000 miles. At that time, rotating tires during the oil change made sense. But nowadays, modern engines can go 7,500 to 10,000 miles between oil services. So tying tire rotation to oil changes can mean waiting too long. Tire rotation should be based on mileage and wear patterns, not oil schedules. Because front tires handle steering, acceleration, and most braking, especially in front-wheel drive cars, they wear faster. Delaying rotation causes uneven tread wear, reducing tire lifespan, traction, and vehicle control. Ideally, rotate tires every 5,000 to 8,000 miles regardless of oil change intervals. Your tires care about tread depth, not oil freshness. Myth 7. Only dealerships can perform maintenance without voiding warranty. Dealerships push this claim hard. But legally, in the United States, the Magnuson-Moss Warranty Act of 1975 protects you. Your warranty cannot be voided solely because you used an independent mechanic, local shop, or even performed maintenance yourself. The dealership can only deny warranty claims if the aftermarket work or parts directly cause the problem, and it's their responsibility to prove that. To stay protected, simply keep records, follow the manufacturer's maintenance schedule, and avoid cheap, low-quality repairs. Next time someone insists only the dealership can touch your car, smile, nod, and save yourself money. Your warranty is safer than they want you to think. Myth 6. A short drive is enough to recharge a dead battery. This suggests that starting your car and taking a quick spin will restore a drained battery. But modern vehicles don't operate that way. When you crank the engine, the battery expends a significant amount of energy to power starter motors and electronics. The alternator replenishes this charge, but only if you drive long enough, typically 30 minutes or more at highway speeds. Short trips, especially stop-and-go traffic, barely recharge the battery. Add running headlights, air conditioning, and infotainment systems, and the alternator struggles to keep up. This gradual depletion eventually leaves you stranded. The best solution is to take longer drives or use a proper battery charger. Don't expect a quick errand to bring a dying battery back to life. It's like putting a bandage on a broken bone. Myth 5. Once you switch to synthetic oil, you can never go back. Some drivers believe switching to synthetic oil locks your engine into using only synthetic forever. That's simply not true. Synthetic and conventional oils are compatible, and changing between them won't damage your engine. Major oil manufacturers confirm this. The only caveat is synthetic oils last longer and handle heat and stress better. If you return to conventional oil, just stick to shorter oil change intervals to compensate. If your engine leaks or smokes after switching, that's usually a sign of pre-existing wear, not the oil itself. Your car doesn't hold grudges, it just needs clean, suitable oil at proper intervals. Myth 4. High beams improve visibility in rain or fog. It seems logical that more light means better vision. But in rainy or foggy conditions, high beams actually worsen visibility. The intense light reflects off water droplets in the air and scatters back at you, creating a dazzling white wall that blinds you. This effect, known as backscatter, reduces contrast and depth perception, making it harder to see hazards. Instead, use low beams or dedicated fog lights. Fog lamps are designed to cast a wide, low beam that minimizes reflection and helps you see the road better. Remember, brighter isn't always better. Smarter lighting is safer. Myth 3. Cold air intakes always boost engine power. Aftermarket cold air intakes are popular upgrades that claim to instantly increase horsepower by drawing in cooler, denser air. While the theory sounds solid, most modern engines come with well-engineered intake systems optimized for airflow, filtration, and noise reduction. For naturally aspirated engines, a cold air intake usually provides negligible performance gains, sometimes only enhancing engine sound. In some cases, if installed improperly, it might even suck in warmer air from the engine bay, hurting performance. Worse, if mounted too low, it increases the risk of water ingestion, which can cause engine damage. Real performance improvements usually require ECU tuning or exhaust upgrades. Cold air intakes alone mostly add noise, not meaningful power. Myth 2. Engine braking damages your engine. Many drivers fear using engine braking, releasing the gas and downshifting to slow the car, believing it harms the motor. On the contrary, Modern engines are built to handle prolonged high RPMs, and the vacuum created during engine braking actually reduces stress. This technique helps preserve your brake pads and rotors, reducing heat buildup on long descents and extending component life. The only time engine braking can cause harm is when you downshift abruptly without matching engine speeds, leading to jolts or mechanical shock. Use it smoothly and stay within recommended RPM ranges. Your engine will appreciate the brake, and your brakes will last longer. Myth 1. Modern engines don't require a break-in period with advances in machining and materials. Some think break-in procedures are obsolete. While manufacturing tolerances have improved, new engines still have microscopic surface imperfections. Critical parts, like piston rings, need a few hundred to 1,000 miles to properly seat against cylinder walls. Skipping this gradual break-in risks poor compression, increased oil consumption, and shortened engine life. Manufacturers such as Hyundai, Toyota, and Honda still provide break-in guidelines for a reason. Vary your engine speed, avoid full throttle launches, and postpone heavy towing during the first 500 to 1,000 miles. Think of it as warming up your body before exercise. Not mandatory, but definitely smart. Now that you're armed with the truth behind these persistent car myths, you can avoid costly mistakes and keep your vehicle running safely and efficiently. Want more real-world automotive insights? Don't forget to subscribe. We do the research so you don't have to.